Namaskar. Good morning, dear students and the colleagues. We are going to study the new topic, future tense. Last time we studied past tense, and earlier that we have already completed the present tense. Now today it's the turn to study the future tense. Okay? Look at here, future tense. All the events, activity, do express all the events, activities, functions that will take place in the future, then we have to use the future tense. Even future tense has got basically 4 branches, but we will have more one. We will talk at last about the going to future, but this time simple future, continuous, perfect, continuous. Okay, what we will do is we will follow the 3 process. First one, we will talk about the structure of the each branch, then after we will talk about the use, and afterwards we will have some exercises. All right, so let's look on the board. First one that we are going to do, simple future. All right, simple future. Let's see the structure. What kind of structure that we have to follow the model while using the simple future tense? Let's see. Is the subject, then there will be will, shall, shall, plus infinitive means first form of the verb, then the obj object. So, dear students, what you have to consider is either this subject is singular or the plural. In both of the case that you have to use will or shall. Last time we studied singular subject, singular verb, plural subject, plural verb. But here, either it is singular or plural, this we have to use will or shall, anyone. Yes? So, let's see the example. She will pass the exam. Yeah? She will pass the exam. Next one. I shall meet you next day. Yes, I shall meet you next day. Will plus verb 1 or infinitive, shall plus verb 1 or infinitive. Yes, this is the model. So this is the structure that we have been practicing, but let's see in which condition that we have to use the simple future tense. Let's see the structure number 1. Use. To express. To express means to say, to explain, to interpret, okay, to convey any opinion. Assumption means thinking, or speculation means imagination, that prediction. Sometimes prediction also we can say by using the adverbs like probably, possibly, please pay attention here, possibly, surely, perhaps are used in simple future tense. Let's see the example. She will surely pass the exam. So, as the example here, she is the what? Subject. Now, will is used there. Let's see. Will is used there. And you have to use what? Surely. And pass the exam. This is the what? Infinitive plus object. Yes? So the next one, they will probably sell the house. They will probably sell the house. They will perhaps find him in a hotel, or he will possibly build a house. This is the one use. Let's go to the next one. Use to. Let's see. Adverbs expresses the meaning like, let's see, if there had been a tomorrow, tonight, soon, certainly, next day, next month, next year, a few minutes, a few days, and when, until, as soon as, after, before are used. Yes. So let's see. They will make an excursion means tour next week. It is the future reference. Yeah. Next week. So another one. Arohan will return from America next year. Next year. Yeah. Future. I will fly to Hong Kong. I will fly to Hong Kong as soon as I get visa. This means the another two sentences are there. It's a condition. Yes. They will go to play ball after few minutes. Yeah. So let's see the another use. To denote, okay, to notify, to uh, note that any work, any action, any function that will take place in near future. Example, I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, I, that will, and infinitive, you is the object form, and this is the time adverb. Yeah, future time adverb. And tomorrow will be Sunday, Monday, etc. Anything that you can use. All right. Another one, a newly married couple will get a child soon. Yes, this is the one. So let's do the exercise. In which condition that we have to know, do the work. Okay. Let's see. First one, what you are going to do? Choose. What do we have to choose? 1, 2, 3 answers are there. Out of these 3 answers, that you have to choose one, the correct one, correct answer, and complete the sentence. There is the empty or gap, so that we have to fill here, and that you have to rewrite the sentences below. All right. Let's see. C dash dash the stick broke, break, will break. So what is the right answer? Will break is the right answer. So let's see the example. C at the end. The students, do you find C will break? Will break is the correct answer. Then afterwards, that we have to do the underline and write the remaining, the stick, full stop. Then you have to rewrite the complete sentence. So look on the board. Now number 2. Again, I will show you on the board again. Second one is, look at the sentence. He dash dash the doctor after few days. So visit, one answer. Visited, another answer. Will visit is the another answer. Which one is the correct answer? Your correct answer is will visit. So how you have to answer? Let's see. He will visit the doctor after few days. Yes. So this was the gap. That's why that you have to do the double underline clearly. Okay. So next one is, let's see. If he invites me, look at that. The question. If he invites me, I dash dash party. Attend, attending, will attend. So how you have to answer this? If he invites me, comma, I will attend the party. Yes. So will attend. This is the right answer. That you have to do the double underline. Yes. The last one. We think he dash dash tomorrow. That's why comes, will come, coming. What is the right answer? Will come is the right answer. So we think, comma, he will come tomorrow. So will come must be double underline. That is how you have to answer. This is the one. So let's go to the another one, class. Do you copy it? Okay. So next one. Let me erase it out. So let's go to the next one. This is number 2. Future continuous. Okay, next one is the future continuous. Let me talk about the structure first. Okay, so here will be what? Subject plus again will slash shall shall plus that we have to add be plus progressive form of the verb or verb ing, or we say what? Verb form. Yes, anything we call. This time also, the students, what you have to consider is either this is singular, okay, either singular or plural, that you have to select anyone, will or shall. There is no any hard and fast rule about the singular and plural for future context. Okay, let me give you the example. I shall be teaching English tomorrow at this time. Yes, so shall be teaching. Yes, I shall be teaching English tomorrow at this time. It means the action will have been going on in the future time. Another one is he will be taking exam at 11 a.m. tomorrow. He will be taking exam. Yes, he will be taking exam at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Yes, that is how you have to answer. These are the structure only. Okay, correctness. But let's see the situation. In which situation that we have to use the future continuous tense. Let's see. Please, you have to follow 2-3 rules about the future continuous tense. Let's see number 1. Use number 1 to express an action, work, function going on in a certain time in future. Going on. That you have to know, going on. If it will be taking place in the future, then you have to use this structure. And let's see the example. I will be phoning you tomorrow evening. I will be holding a meeting next Sunday. They will be studying English in the second period. Let's see. The action will be taking place in the future. Yes? This is the one. Let's go to the another. To make a plan for future events. If you are going to make the plan for future events, then you have to use future continuous tense. Sushil will be taking his final exam next week. Will be taking his final exam next week. Means it is already set out and it is a future plan. And I will be staying there till Monday. Yeah, the plan is already set out, but the plan for future. Okay. You will be working all day long tomorrow. You will be working all day long tomorrow. Means the action has not been done yet, but it will be continuing in the future, but it has already set out as the plan. Okay. So number 3. If you are going to telling a future plan of somebody, if you are going to tell the plan of the somebody else, then you can use the future continuous tense. I will be preparing for English exam tomorrow morning. we will be watching a movie this evening means it is a plan. Yes? So, dear students, let's see that we discuss about this structure and 3-4 use, and after that let's have the exercise. Let's see. In the same way, let's see. Choose the correct answer. There are, as already I discussed, 1, 2, 3 answers are there. Out of the 3, that you have to choose the correct answer and complete the blank, and that you have to rewrite the sentences. And let's see. I dash dash English. Studying, will be studying, study. So what is the right answer? Will be studying. Yes. How you have to answer? Let's see. I will be studying English. So will be studying is the correct answer, that you have to fill in the blanks, and after that you have to do the underline clearly. All right. So number B. So let's see. They dash dash us next day. Shall be meeting, are meeting, meeting. So the right answer is what? Shall be meeting. So how we have to answer? B number is please. A is down there. That's why I'm doing B. They, SHALL, shall be meeting us next day, next week. Next week. So, what is the answer? This is the answer. That's why you have to do the double underline. All right. Number C. Let's see. Number C. Look at the question. Children dash dash TV this evening. So, watch, watching, will be watching. What is the right answer? Okay. Will be watching is the right answer. So, how you have to write? Children will be watching TV this evening. So this is the answer. That's why you have to do the what? Double underline. Now number D. Let's see the question. He dash dash me tomorrow. Have invited, invite, will be inviting. So what is the right answer? Will inviting is the right answer. So how you have to answer? He will be inviting me tomorrow, full stop. So this is the right answer, and you have to do the underline. Yes, you have to follow this model if you are doing exam or anywhere else. Okay, thank you. This is the future continuous tense. Shall I rub out? Did you copy it? Okay. So let's see. Another one is number 3 is the future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. Let's see class. Future, that will be in coming time, and perfect means the completion, completely completed action. It means any action that will be completely completed in the future time. In order to express that, we have to use that future perfect tense. Let's start from the structure first. Okay. So here will be subject, that may be singular subject. Okay, I already discussed you. Yes, singular may be will, and plural also will. Okay, or that you can write shall plus, let's see, have, that you have to use, and after that past participle, third form of the verb we use here. Okay. So let's see the example. By this time tomorrow I shall have completed my teaching. Let's see. By this time tomorrow, it means this time the action will have been completed. Yes, the action will have been completed. It means in a certain future time, if the action will have been completed, the tasks have been accomplished. In order to express that, we have to use what? This structure. Yes. Another one, by next year she will have passed SEC exam. Yes, SEC exam that you are going to take place in Chaitra. Yes, by next year she will have passed SEC exam. Yes, will have completed. All right. So let's go to the structure that use. In which context we use this? Let's see. The number one, future perfect, to ask about the action that will be completed by a certain future time. I already discussed about that. Let's see. Will be completed by certain future time. Will be completed. The action will be accomplished. Yes. So he will have left the school before you go there. The time of somebody reach there may be 12:30 or any time the person, any one person will have left the school. Another one, I will have worked here. Yes, I will have worked here. Now another one, please, this is the very important point that you have to consider. Used to, it is normally used with the time expressing beginning with by. Please think carefully. By, let's say I have used here by. Yes, by then, by that time, by the 10th, etc. In this case, we have to use what? This structure, future perfect tense. So by the end of the month, this is one time, the action of that, she will have lived here for 2 years. 2 years have been passed. Ramesh will have completed homework by 8 p.m. And this is the future time, the action will have been completed. Yes. So another one, to express the idea, any thinking, any feeling that something will happen before another action in the future. There will be two action. Means another action means two action. By the time we arrive, this is one action. We arrive is one action. All people will have gone is the another action. Which one is the first action? We arrive, this is the second action. All people will have gone is the first action. Yes. So by 5 o'clock they will have finished their duty. Yeah, this is the future time. They will have finished their duty. All right. So let's go to the exercise. Choose again as usual. Choose the correct answer. How many answers will be there? 3 answers. Yes, 3 answers will be there. So out of these 3 answers that you have to select it and put here and rewrite this sentence. Okay. Complete the sentences. This is the blank that we have to fill the blank by choosing the correct answer. Then after that you have to rewrite. Yes. Okay. Let's and look at the one. They dash school before we reach there. So we leave, left, will have left. Okay, in your exam you will find this kind of alternate and you have to select one. So what is the right answer? Will have left is the right answer. And how you have to answer? Look at this example. Example at the bottom, let's see. They will have left school before we reach there. Yes. In the same way, next is the B number. Mummy dash food by 8 o'clock. By 8 o'clock means the action will have been completed. That you have to know. Prepared, will prepare or will have prepared? So the right answer is what? Will have prepared. So how you have to answer? Number B. Mummy will have prepared food by 8 o'clock. So what is the right answer? Will have prepared is the right answer. So you have to do the double underline. Okay. So likewise, let's go to the scene number. By the time we arrive means the action will have been completed. Here the students will have gone home. So what you have to, by the time we arrive, every student will have gone home. Then what you have to underline here? Will have gone should be underlined. Okay. The next one, number D. They talks in 5 minutes. Okay. They talks in 5 minutes. Complete, will have completed. So what is the right answer? Will have completed is the right answer. So what you have to write? They will have completed tasks in 5 minutes. So what you have to underline? Will have completed should be underlined. Okay. Thank you. So this is the third one we discuss. Let's go to the another one. Fourth one. Future perfect continuous tense. Okay, future perfect continuous tense. So let me talk about the structure. Think that the action that will be continuing in the future time. In order to express that, we have to use these tense. So structure goes like this. Subject. Please, dear student, what you have to know is either singular subject or the plural subject that you can choose accordingly, will or shall, shall. So basically, think that I use that I shall, we shall, or they shall. Basically, we use I shall with I, we, and they. Okay, that you have to. Even we can use will also for that. Okay, we can use will or shall both. Okay, that you have to know. But basically, we rare use he shall or she shall. We will use he will or she will. All right. So let's go. Plus, here we have to use have plus BEEN, been plus again progressive form of the verb ing plus obj object. So let's see the example. We shall have been trying to get high score. Let's see. We shall have been trying to get high score. Shall have been plus buffer. Yes? Shall have been plus buffer. This is the structure that we have to consider. Let's see the another example. He will have been writing a proposal for research. He will have been writing a proposal for research. Let's see. will have been plus verb 4, shall have been plus verb 4, will have been plus verb 4. Yes, this is the structure. Let's go to the use. In which context that we have to use the future continuous tense? Dear students, let's see. Future continuous tense. So, use number one. Use number one, to indicate the action, work, function, task, whatever you call action, represented. Represented means demonstrated or presented as being in progress. It means going on over a period of time that will end in future. We don't know when it will be finished, but in the future time, if the work is being progress, then we have to use this structure. Let's see. By next month, she will have been teaching English for 3 years, but how long she will be teaching, we don't know. Okay, how long she will be teaching, we don't know, but the action will be in progress, will be going on in the future time. Once more, to indicate the action, work, function, task, anything that will be represented as being in progress. The action will be going on over a period of time that will end in the future. Again, when it will be finished, it is uncertain. Yeah, by next month, she will be teaching English for 3 years. Let's see another one. To show that something will continue. Let's see, continue in progress means continue up to until a particular event or time in the future. For example, example number A, you will have been reading a story. You will have been reading a story for an hour by the time you get call. When you get call, your time of reading story 1 hour might have been passed, but the action has not been completed. It is still going on. Yes. Another one. We will have been learning English for 3 weeks by the time the final exam starts. Yeah. Final exam. It means the exam is going to be started in 3 weeks later, but the students will have prepared how long? They will have been learning English for 3 weeks. Yes. The action will be going on. All right. So, let's see the exercise. As already, choose the correct answer and complete the sentences and rewrite the sentence as usual. So, he dash dash rice pudding. Will he make is completely incorrect. Will have been making rice pudding. So, what is the right answer? Look at bottom of the page. In the red letter, he will have been making rice pudding. Yes, he will have been making rice pudding. So, number B, by next year, we dash dash in this village for 5 years. So, what is the right answer? We have been living. So, how you have to answer? Like B number. So, number B, by next year, comma, we will have been living here for 5 years. Okay. So, what is the answer? Will have been living. Okay. That you have to do the clearly double underline. By next year, we will have been living here for 5 years. So, let's see the C number. By the next day. C number. By next day, he dash dash friends for 24 hours. Means what is the right answer? Learning, have been learning, will have been learning. Which one is the right answer? The right answer is what? Will have been learning. So, how you have to write? Number C, by next day, comma, he will have been learning French French for 24 hours. Yes. So what is the right answer? Will have been learning. Okay. So that's the end of the future tense. But we have more for today. Okay. So these are the four branches of the future tense, dear students. So let's see. We are going to study the more one. That is what? Can you guess? Present tense we have finished. Past tense we have finished. Future tense we have finished. What may be remaining? Can you guess? That is what? Going to future. Yes? What is going to future is? So let's see. I will go to the structure first. There I will show you the three structures. Number one, structure number one, subject. This case is singular plus is. There you have to use going to plus infinitive, or we say verb one plus obj object, sometimes optional. Let's see, if the singular subject is there, you have to use what? Is. So let's see the example. He is going to start a new business. He is going to start a new business. Is going to start. Yes? Is going to start. Now, number two. Let's see. Subject. Here is what? Plural plus are going to plus infinitive or first form of the verb plus obj object. Okay? If there is plural subject, you have to select are. If there is the singular subject, you have to select what? Is. So let's see the example. We are going to play new game. Yeah? We are going to play new game. So what is the key structure? That is are going to. Yes? And now number three. So what comes here? As the subject, there will be always I. Yes? There will be subject always I. Then after that, you have to use am going to. Yes? Am going to plus, that is infinitive form of the verb or first form of the verb plus obj object. Example, I am going to write a nice story. I am going to write a nice story. So, am going to. Yes? Am going to. Yes? Let's see how many structures? Three structures and three examples. So, let's see some use of the going to future. Use. Let's see. to express the intention of the speaker. Intention of the speaker. What he or she has got the intention to do in near future, which is almost sure. So it means she is going to be a nurse. She is going to be a nurse. Okay? It looks like present continuous, but exactly it is almost set out, and that action will take place in the future, not now. He is going to be a public officer. Yeah, he is going to be a public officer. We are going to start a new lesson. Yes, we are going to start new lesson. Children are going to get good marks in English. Yeah, children are going to get good marks in English, but still now they have not got it. So I am going to start a new business. Yeah, I am going to start a new business. So let's see the another use. So let's see, to indicate event, indicate the event, to locate the event, or give the reference of any event beyond control, which is not in your control, but it is going to take place in future. For example, it is going to rain. Can we control the raining? No. It is going to rain. The sky is cloudy, yes, and it is going to rain. So it is going to get dark soon. Okay, sun had just set, that's why it's going to dark. Yes, it is going to get dark. All right. So let's see, it is going to rain. To rain, this is a verb, and get, this is the verb. Okay. So let's have some exercises about that. In the same way, choose the correct answer, complete the sentences, and rewrite the sentences. Okay. Number A, let's see. I dash dash see the sergeant tomorrow. Here tomorrow is here, not today. That's why I go see sergeant. It does not make sense. I going see sergeant tomorrow does not make any sense. So am going to see the sergeant tomorrow. Yes. So how you have to write the answer? Look at the bottom. I am going to, sorry, here see. I am going to see the sergeant tomorrow. Yes. I am going to see the sergeant tomorrow. Yes. What you have to write here is going to see the sergeant tomorrow. Yes, I am going to see the sergeant tomorrow. Yes, let's go to the B number. Eat dash dash get light soon. So eat has gone, get light soon, does not make sense. It is going get light soon, doesn't make sense. It is going to get light soon. So how you have to write the answer? Look on the board. Let's see. B number. It is going to get light soon. Sorry. It is going to get light soon. So, what is the right answer? This is the right answer. Is going to. So, number B, sorry, C. What is the number C? Let's see. The bull, look at there. The bull dash dash attack us. Is going, the bull is going attack us. It does not make a sense. Yes. So the bull go, singular subject, go, plural verb, does not match. So is going to attack us. So is the right answer. So how we have to write answer is the bull is going to attack us. So is going to, that is the right answer. So number D, you dash dash miss your bus. You dash dash miss your bus. So you go miss your bus, does not make sense. You are going miss your bus. Does not make sense. So what is the right answer? You are going to miss your bus. So what is the answer? You are going to miss your bus. So this is the right answer. Okay. Dear students, that's the end. We studied all the tenses, including going to future. Still, one more is there. Please go through your exercise. Habitual past is there where you have to use used to. I used to play badminton as a child. You can go through the books as habitual past is still remaining. If we can come with that next time. So with the other lessons we shall come next time. I hope you enjoy the tense, which is the key, backbone or heart of the grammar. Finally, let's say goodbye from our lessons, and dear colleagues and students, I hope you enjoy the lesson. Thank you. Bye bye.